Randall, this has been something that you've been obsessed with. The comet impact is what has caused the end of the Ice Age.
The comet impact theory is very controversial, but the evidence has been steadily mounting now for a decade. We throw some type of an impact into the mix, and it seems to fill gaps that were, at this point, still unexplained.
What if everything you thought you knew about Earth's history was only the tip of the iceberg? Dive into the groundbreaking theories of Randall Carlson, who suggests that our planet has been shaped by cataclysmic events far beyond our imagination.
It is not speculative to say that there is these major, even cataclysmic changes that engulfed that part of the world.
In this video, we explore Carlson's compelling evidence of ancient megafloods and cosmic impacts, and ask the burning question, is another ice age on the horizon? More importantly, how can humanity prepare and survive such a drastic shift? Buckle up as we journey through time and space to uncover the secrets of Earth's past. Randall Carlson entertains the notion that advanced human civilizations existed before the last ice age, proposing that these societies reached significant levels of sophistication and technological advancement.
What we're really seeing is not the origins of civilization, but the rebooting of civilization.
These pre-Ice Age civilizations, according to Carlson, were capable of feats that rival or even surpass those of known ancient cultures, such as the Egyptians or the Mesopotamians. He speculates that these civilizations possessed profound knowledge of astronomy, mathematics, and possibly even advanced engineering techniques. This knowledge, he believes, was encoded into megalithic structures, artifacts, and mythologies.
A lot of these ancient accounts can actually provide very important insight into ancient geological events.
Carlson points to the precise alignment of ancient monuments with celestial bodies and events as potential evidence of this advanced understanding. A specific example he often cites is the underwater site near Yonaguni, Japan. Discovered in 1986, these submerged structures feature terraces, staircases, and what appears to be a large pyramid. Mainstream archaeology debates whether these formations are natural or man-made, but Carlson suggests they could be remnants of a pre-Ice Age civilization that was lost when sea levels rose dramatically at the end of the last Ice Age. Furthermore, he theorizes that these civilizations were wiped out by cataclysmic events, such as massive floods or comet impacts, which caused widespread destruction and a subsequent loss of knowledge.
Would it be fair to say that there's an element of a rediscovery of a lost technology from the past?
I think it would be fair to say that, yes.
Yeah.
This idea aligns with myths and legends from various cultures that speak of great floods or deluges that wiped out previous worlds or civilizations. The scant archaeological evidence remaining could be due to the overwhelming scale of these disasters, which would have buried or destroyed most traces of human activity. Carlson suggests that a series of catastrophic events, particularly comet impacts, triggered the rapid melting of ice sheets at the end of the last ice age. This rapid melting, he argues, led to massive floods and dramatic climate changes that reshaped the Earth's surface and significantly impacted its ecosystems. He refers to these events as Earth-changing, due to their profound and far-reaching effects. He points to the North American ice sheet as a prime example. Around 12,800 years ago, a dramatic climate event known as the Younger Dryas occurred, characterized by a sudden return to glacial conditions. Carlson supports the controversial Younger Dryas impact hypothesis, which posits that a comet or asteroid impact triggered this abrupt cooling by causing widespread fires, releasing vast amounts of particulate matter into the atmosphere and disrupting climate patterns. The evidence he cites includes the discovery of microspherules, nanodiamonds, and high levels of platinum in geological layers dating to the onset of the Younger Dryas, which some scientists interpret as markers of an extraterrestrial impact. Additionally, he highlights the presence of massive flood features, such as the channeled scablands in the Pacific Northwest, as evidence of sudden catastrophic water releases from ice-dammed lakes. Carlson theorizes that these floods were not isolated events, but part of a global pattern of cataclysmic events that occurred as the ice sheets melted. These events would have led to rapid sea level rise, dramatically altering coastlines and inundating low-lying areas, which could have contributed to the demise of pre-Ice Age civilizations.
We realize we're going to have to kind of reevaluate our models of prehistory.
Carlson often discusses a unified theory of catastrophism, which posits that many geological and climatic changes in Earth's history result from periodic, high-energy cosmic events. According to this theory, such events occur on a regular cycle, profoundly influencing Earth's environment and the development of life. A cornerstone of Carlson's unified catastrophism theory is the concept of the Great Year, a roughly 26,000-year cycle linked to the precession of the equinoxes. He suggests that this cycle influences the frequency and intensity of cosmic events impacting Earth. For instance, as our solar system moves through different regions of the galaxy, it may encounter cometary debris or other celestial bodies that increase the likelihood of impacts. Carlson also explores the role of solar activity in triggering cataclysmic events. He proposes that variations in solar output, such as those observed in solar cycles, can lead to sudden and severe climate changes. These changes might be amplified by interactions with cosmic rays or other extraterrestrial forces, resulting in significant geological upheaval. An example he often refers to is the Tunguska event of 1908, where a large explosion occurred over Siberia, flattening an estimated 80 million trees across 2,150 square kilometers. While this event is generally attributed to the airburst of a meteoroid, Carlson uses it to illustrate the potential devastation of cosmic impacts and the possibility that similar but larger events have occurred throughout Earth's history, shaping its geological and climatic evolution. Randall Carlson argues that evidence of massive, ancient megafloods can be found around the world, extending far beyond well-known regions like the Pacific Northwest channeled scablands. These floods, according to him, were far more widespread and impactful than mainstream science currently acknowledges, with their effects visible in geological formations and sediment deposits across various continents. One of the most prominent examples he cites is the Altai flood in Siberia, which he suggests was caused by the rapid melting of glacial ice dams. The resulting deluge carved out vast landscapes, leaving behind features such as giant ripples, deep canyons, and erratic boulders scattered over large areas. He also references the Zanclean flood hypothesis, which posits that the Mediterranean Sea refilled rapidly through the Strait of Gibraltar around 5.3 million years ago. This event, caused by the breach of a natural dam, would have involved an enormous volume of water, reshaping the surrounding regions and leaving behind distinctive geological markers. Furthermore, Carlson believes that these mega floods played a critical role in shaping human history. He suggests that the sudden rise in sea levels and the flooding of coastal areas would have had devastating effects on ancient civilizations, forcing mass migrations and leading to the loss of significant cultural and technological knowledge.
I think we're getting very close to rediscovering some of the things that our ancient ancestors were up to.
This hypothesis aligns with flood myths found in various cultures, such as the biblical story of Noah's Ark and the Mesopotamian epic of Gilgamesh, which he interprets as historical records of these catastrophic events. Carlson believes that many ancient myths and monuments contain encoded messages about astronomical and geological events, serving as warnings or guides for future generations. He suggests that ancient cultures possessed a sophisticated understanding of the cosmos and natural cycles, which they embedded in their stories, architecture, and art. One example he frequently discusses is the Great Sphinx of Giza. He posits that the Sphinx's alignment with the constellation Leo during the vernal equinox around 10,500 BCE signifies a connection to celestial events. He suggests that the erosion patterns on the Sphinx indicate it was subjected to substantial rainfall, which aligns with a time when the region experienced a much wetter climate, potentially pointing to a far older origin than traditionally accepted. Another example is the alignment of ancient monuments with solstices and equinoxes. Sites like Stonehenge in England and Newgrange in Ireland are precisely aligned with solar events, suggesting that their builders had advanced astronomical knowledge. Carlson argues that these alignments were not merely for ceremonial purposes, but were intended to mark significant temporal cycles and cosmic events. In mythology, he points to flood legends, celestial gods, and cosmic battles as symbolic representations of real events. For instance, he interprets the Greek myth of Phaethon, who lost control of the sun chariot, causing widespread destruction, as a metaphor for a comet or asteroid impact that led to significant climate change and catastrophic flooding. He posits that ancient civilizations possessed advanced knowledge of geometry, astronomy, and Earth's cycles, which they encoded into their monuments and mythologies. This knowledge, he believes, was lost due to cataclysmic events, but can still be deciphered through the study of sacred geometry and ancient texts.